Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. My name is Doha and I am from Physics Department, Fatma Jinnah Women University. Today, my topic of presentation is about TinkerCAD and its basic features. So what is TinkerCAD? It is a computer-aided design software that helps individuals and the businesses in the manufacturing and for the advertisement of the industry. As a 3D modeling tool, it is used for creation of 3D designs, building different code blocks, and creation of electronic circuits. It was firstly found by Kai Beckman and Mikko Mononen, after which Tinker.com, its official website, was launched in 2011. When its control was handed over to Autodesk, its headquarters was moved towards San Francisco in 2012, where about 1 lakh 3D designs had been published by the users. If we talk about the basic features of the TinkerCAD, then 3D designs, circuits, and the code blocks are considered as the basic features. Where 3D designs can be created in TinkerCAD, that is much essential in prototypes, where the user team convert their designs into tangible form to check their validity and to create the new designs more effectively. Where the circuits can also be used by using TinkerCAD lines and customized shapes. Then the code blocks can create GIFs for devising the marketing campaigns. 3D designing with TinkerCAD. It is very important to learn that how we can create the 3D designs. First of all, we have to sign in the TinkerCAD website and you will see this picture after you have selected the 3D designs option. This picture is describing the function of each and every part of the 3D design feature. Here you can see the shapes and the tools, undo and redo options, rotate view, but the main part is the workspace or the work plan. This is the place where the objects and sketches are to be placed. It will scale in size depending upon the size of the object. For creation of any 3D designs, you have to follow these following steps. For example, first of all, you have to insert a particular object from the side menu bar. You can see in this diagram different geometrical shapes, characters, and the connectors will be appear on it. So you can select according to your need. After you have inserted a particular object into the workspace, you have to adjust its position. For adjusting its position, you can click on it and you can see the multiple options will be appear on it. These options are called some controls. These controls are rotate arrow, triangle arrow, white handle or black handle. When you click on it, you can easily change its width, height or length, or you can easily rotate it. Aligning of different objects is very important to learn in TinkerCAD. For example, if you want to align these two houses together, then you have to click on these two objects simultaneously and you will see the black dots will be appear on it. These black dots will be actually responsible for alignment. When you click anywhere on these black dots from where you want to align, you will see the alignment clearly. This is all about creation of 3D designs. Now moving towards the next feature of the TinkerCAD, that is electronic circuits. TinkerCAD electronic circuits has much more usage in embedded electronics, where the users can learn about embedded system and can create their own Arduino code. To start with electronic circuits, click on the circuit section on the left side of the picture as we have selected the 3D design option. Then you will get a page with a basic example of the battery that is connected to a current limited resistor through a lead and a through a lead. If we talk about this LED, then it is somewhat different from normal light bulb because of its two connection, that is cathode and anode. Its brightness can be controlled by its battery. Where in the top right you can see the stop simulation button. This stop simulation button is used to check the working of your circuit and to check the flashing of the LED bulb. But in real life use switches instead of stop simulation button. For the implementation of the circuits, we need the components like the 555 timer IC. It is an integrated circuit which is used for the timer delay from microsecond for multiple hours and can work on the wide range of the voltages. And then the breadboard, power supply, LED, resistors, capacitors and different connectors. For the implementation of circuits, first of all you have to select the breadboard as you have choose the workspace in 3D design option. The breadboard is a plastic board with a bunch of tiny holes, which are arranged in a specific pattern and is used for building and testing the different circuits. Here you can see it is divided into 30 rows and 10 columns, where the rows are labeled as 1 to 30 and columns are labeled as A to J. It has 3 portions, where the portion 2 is breaking the breadboard into 2 parts. After you have selected the breadboard, you have to find many other components. You need to build a circuit. For example, you have to find resistor, capacitor, inductor, integrated circuits, and the battery. After placing all the components on the breadboard by pushing push button, you have to connect all these components as per the circuit diagram. Then LED will be flashed on and its brightness can be controlled by changing the values of resistors and capacitors. Actually, when you change the value of resistors or the capacitors, you can change the voltage provided to it, and its brightness can be controlled accordingly. Building digital logic gates in TinkerCAD is very important to learn. But what is logic gate? It is a circuit that has one or more important input signal but only one output signal. All logic gates can be analyzed by using the truth table. The most basic logic gates are AND, OR and NOT gate, which can be used to create many other gates like NAND gate, OR gate, XOR and XNOR. Let us take an example of the AND gate in the TinkerCAD. As you know, the AND gate will generate the output 1 only when both of its inputs are 1. In the first diagram, you will see both of its inputs are connected to the ground. So the AND gate will generate the output 0. So LED will be automatically switched off. And in the second diagram, you will see one of its input is grounded and one of its input is connected to the power supply. But still LED will be flashed off because it is generating the output 0. Same case with the third diagram, but in the fourth diagram we will see when both of its inputs are connected to the power supply, we will see the LED will be flashed on because AND gate will generate the output 1 in this diagram. Moving towards the last feature of the TinkerCAD, that is TinkerCAD code blocks. It is considered the new beta edition of the TinkerCAD as it allows the creation of 3D designs using the visual programming. What is the visual programming? It is a programming language that allows the creation of different projects using the graphical components in the figures. It includes the creation and use of the variables. Values of the variables can be changed to easily create the designs of different sizes. TinkerCAD code block is still in progress, but the process of entering in this feature is same as you have entered in 3D design feature and the circuit option. After entering into this main page, you will see 3 options like starters, your codes and the new designs. With the starters are used for learning that how to use the code blocks, and your codes shows your previous designs or the models. But our main focus is to select the new designs to create our own code block. Procedure for designing the code blocks. For designing the code block, first of all you have to select the particular object from side menu bar and drag it into this workspace. Then you have to find the code block panel. As you can see in this diagram, all the options that will appear on the left side of this diagram will call the code block panel. From here you can select the red box and drag into this middle place. This middle place is called the block editor, where it can use to change the variables by which you can easily adjust the position of your shape. The general process is to make the changes in the code block and press the run button to see these changes rendered on the work plan. You can also click on the red button to change the color of your 3D model. Moreover, you can also create the hole by clicking on the gray-white button. Role of direction arrows in the code block is very important to learn because it is a toggle to collapse the code block's variables and the values. You can also replace the number 0 in the edge container and click on the run button to see the rounded edges on the box. Whenever you have selected any objects on the workspace, it is set on the 0 coordinates, half above the grid and half below the grid. It is very important and interesting thing to note that makes the code block feature somewhat different from the 3D designs and the circuits. At last, we are going to discuss about merits and the demerits of the TinkerCAD. TinkerCAD's biggest benefit that it is very cheap. It allows the businesses to produce more products with fewer expenses. This CAD software allows to review and enhance the product designs. Moreover, nowadays it also connects to 3D design companies that can create the real life version of your designs. And nowadays it permits the 2D and the 3D inputs for the integration of other models into your plans. Now let us discuss some of the demerits of the TinkerCAD. TinkerCAD is an online tool. The greatest difficulty that its users are facing that whenever the internet is off, it stops its working. Moreover, it is only for beginners and for the student of 3D designs, and it can't help any users in creating the complex 3D models. Its capabilities have limit and you can only give plain color to your model. Besides, its touchscreen devices capabilities are also limited. To conclude, I will say that TinkerCAD has limitation, but for beginner level CAD application, it is an impressive example how a complex tool can be simplified for everyone to use. Today, the CAD's applications are much more advanced than 20 years ago. As a 3D modeling tool, it has a huge application in art, architecture, in video gaming and animations. Using the TinkerCAD is truly one of the easiest way to experience the computer-aided designs and to create 3D models. So you can enhance your creativity by using the TinkerCAD. As creativity can't use up, the more you use, the more you have. Thank you.